I'm now with Gloria Corkill. Congratulations, Gloria, on your award. What was your thought when you found out that you had been chosen for an award?
I just thought, well, I didn't do this for accolades or anything.
And you were nicely surprised, no doubt.
Yeah, I was surprised, very surprised. Yeah.
I can tell you your application, if you like, came through very strongly. You've got a great background, so let's find out something about that. We might start off with just a little bit about your early days, your childhood, where you went to school and grew up.
I did all my schooling at Eltham Public School.
Right.
Yeah. And 2 years at Stratford High.
Okay. And then after you left school, where did you end up working?
I worked in a hospital. When I was at secondary school, in the holidays, I used to work as a nurse aide at the hospital. There were short of nurses at the time. They used to take some of us from the high school, you know.
So you were sort of involved with a service sort of background right from the early days?
So I ended up at the hospital working for a while, nurse aiding. I was relieving people at their holidays and relieved in the kitchen.
Yeah. So there's always that little food thing there.
Yeah.
And that came to life later on.
Yeah, carried on. I worked in different places,
Okay, so one of your early engagements with volunteer work was when you lived at Toko.
Yes,
and you were involved there with various organisations.
Yes, scouting. I did scout cub leader for 7 years, and then I did district leader for 3 years, which covered all Stratford at first.
Yeah, a lot of good things come out of scouting and so on,
Yeah. Mm.
And I know you had some involvement with athletics out that way?
Mm. Yeah, well, my children, we used to bring them into town, and then they started the athletic club out at and helped with that at Douglas.
All right. There's a lot of athletic people in Douglas. Hey.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. And you're involved with that. Mm. And that was your first taste, I think, of volunteer work.
Yeah, yes.
Later on, you become involved with the Budget Advisory Service?
I got involved with the budgeting service first, yeah.
Right. And how long did you spend there, Gloria?
13 years.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then that sort of morphed into the Citizens Advice
Bureau, yes. And very first, before Citizens Advice, I was Grey Power for about 4 years.
Right.
I had, Leo Carrington and Bob Sheridan. And
there's a couple of characters.
Cam Hall I started off with, I think, first.
Yes.
Cam, and then it was Bob.
Yeah.
And then it was Leo.
Yeah.
And with Leo, you had to bring up about 80 people each we had on our list to tell them when the next meeting was.
Yeah, I know. He ran a pretty sharp ship.
He did.
And so involved with that, and obviously Citizens Advice, which is a really important organisation.
Yeah, started up and had a lot of time there.
Yep.
20 years. Yeah.
And that would have overlapped was the time that you started here in the food bank, and we're filming in the food bank. We're surrounded by all this food. It's quite amazing. Yeah.
I was secretary of the food bank for about 20 years. And then when Elba went, the committee took over then.
Yes.
Because we couldn't get another coordinator straight away. Yeah.
So where does all the food come from that we've got around us?
We had that big drive at Christmas time, as you know, and the schools and different organisations do collections.
Okay.
And at the moment it's coming in from the Food Network. Right.
So you'll take it from wherever you can get it?
Wherever we can get it, yeah.
And non-stop insatiable demand, no doubt?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You must see some pretty sad cases from people coming along.
Well, you see all sorts, yeah. But there's a lot of people out there homeless at the moment.
There is, for sure.
Yeah.
Just a further extension of your sort of charity work and your volunteer work is the hours you spend at the Salvation Army shop.
I do Saturday mornings there.
Yeah, and that's on a volunteer basis every week?
Yeah, that's just volunteer. If I don't feel like going in, I don't have to.
Okay. And how long have you done that, Gloria?
Oh, that's been over 30 years.
As well?
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
So, have you ever sat down and sort of tried to work out how many hours of voluntary work you've done?
No, I haven't
in
really.
Your lifetime?
I haven't
it's a
really
lot,
worked it out. No, I haven't really worked it out.
I mean, you've got 20 years at this organisation and 30 years at that, and so on. It must be quite amazing.
Whatever I belong to.
What's the reward that you get personally out of it?
Well, a lot of satisfaction, and I've met a lot of interesting people, and I've made a lot of friends through volunteering.
Good.
Yeah.
And that's a really nice positive message.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Gloria, you've been an amazing volunteer. You've served our community incredibly well for a very long period of time. And on behalf of our community, I want to say thank you and congratulations on being chosen for a Citizens Award 2024.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Gloria.
Thank you.